Hey there, Jay-Z from jzfitness.com. I know you don't have more than 5 minutes, but I know that you have 5 minutes. So I'm gonna keep creating these 5-minute blasts. You could piece them all together, but just do them, even if it's 5 minutes a day. Choose one of these videos and rock it, all right? So that you can age well and feel fabulous. So starting off with chest flies, you're gonna grab moderate resistance. All I have here is 2 sets of dumbbells. I got my heavier resistance, and then I have my more moderate resistance. With chest presses, I can push pretty heavy. So always go into the exercise with the arms close to the side body. You're gonna roll yourself down onto the floor, head is supported, push up, and then rotate the palms to face forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows are slightly below the shoulders. Exhale the breath, forming like a triangle. The path of motion is a triangle. By me being on the ground, it allows me to engage my core, to feel the ground underneath me, so that I could truly get my core to push the arms up, not the other way around. So exhale, inhale. That exhale really activates those deep abdominal muscles that help support the spine. Okay, so the question becomes, well, how many reps should I do? Should I do timed intervals? Should I do reps? You could do one of 2 things. You could do point of fatigue as one option. You could do a certain amount of reps, or you could do timed intervals. Your choice, your workout, right? You could change it from day to day. Okay, the body is awesome in acclimating and being challenged in various different ways. So after the chest press, bring your arms in. I'm gonna put them down like so, since I'm close to the ground. Mindfully get out of the exercise. Now I'm going to do what's called a push-pull. So with that said, iso squat, you're gonna come to the bottom of a deadlift, neutral spine, dumbbells are close to you. I'm gonna pull one and push the other. But notice I have a neutral spine. You don't wanna protract. You wanna keep the spine neutral at all times. Elbow into the rib cage, push it down, row it up. You see that? Push-pull. Feet are hip distance apart. I still have that iso squat. And the more forward you go with the trunk, the better it's gonna be, because if I'm too high up, it's gonna go into my shoulders. So come forward, snap the belly tight, let the breath guide the move. And again, if you're doing time intervals, you'll have a nice little clock set in front of you, or you could do reps, or you could do point of fatigue, where you're like, I'm done. So push, pull, push, pull. Beautiful contralateral exercise. I'll face forward for a moment. Notice my knees are straight, feet are hip distance apart. Eyes on the ground, all right? Eyes on the ground. We don't want to look up and arch our neck. Mindfully come out of that exercise. And then chest flies, because chest flies are a frontal plane movement. It's more distal. So I don't want to load my body when my arms are out versus a chest press, I'm shortening the lever. So that should determine what you choose. But same way you came into the other exercise is the same way you come into this exercise. Push the weight up, slight bend in the elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are in the same plane as the chest. You want to avoid it coming too high up. So in other words, the dumbbells should not be over your chin. The dumbbells should be over your chest. Your arms are essentially an extension of the muscle group that you're training. And again, I'm scanning my body from head to toe. I'm making sure that my core is activated, and I'm making sure that my elbows stay in slight flexion at all times. Next up, I'm gonna do a reverse fly. So just like the chest fly, you can lift either the same or less resistance, depending on your strength. Come to the bottom of the deadlift, no momentum. We want to avoid this. Okay, so come out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes are on the ground. I'm squeezing the scapula together. I'm getting a nice pause at the top. I'm lowering slow. I'm keeping my belly engaged. I'm keeping my knees facing forward. Here is an anterior view. Notice the tempo. Up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, it's only 5 minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes. Everybody. Where am I at so far? I'm at 5 minutes. Interesting. Okay, but now that you know the moves, you're basically just going at your own pace, okay? So next move, you're going to do a squat to a press, okay? Notice my position here. Bring it in, squat, big toe, small toe, heel, press. Woo, stabilize. Bring it down, 4, 3, 2, 1, press. So I'm alternating. Let me show you an anterior view. This is a little bit on the heavier side. I should probably lighten my weights. So as I'm talking to you, I'm gonna follow through. You don't ever wanna strain your body. You've gotta listen because every day is gonna offer different circumstances, okay? So I'm gonna take a lighter weight, feet are hip distance apart, 4, 3, 2, 1, elbows to the thighs, push it up, staggered stance, back heel is lifted, front heel is down, bring it in, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so that's what you're doing on the next exercise. And then we're gonna have you do alternating bicep curls. But if you wanna work the legs in, just do a reverse lunge into a curl. Palms facing in, hips, spine, shoulders in the same plane. In other words, you wanna keep neutral position. You see that? Big toe, small toe, heel is sealed on the front, knee is over the ankle, back hip over the back knee. Every single rep, neutral spine at the top of the exercise. Form is everything. That's why we train. Okay, you don't want to rush this. You don't want to be all wobbly. Otherwise, you're training your nervous system, and your nervous system is never going to learn good patterns of movement. And then there's really no benefit to that because all it does is it sets you up for a chance to get injured. So we train to create a strong structure. And you can hear I'm out of breath because I went a little aggressive on that weight. Woo, the weights I chose. Okay, last is gonna be a staggered stance, overhead tricep extension, and then that will conclude this circuit to where you'll go back to the top. Or if it's timed intervals, you can even just run out the clock and be done. So last exercise, be mindful. Arms are in, push it up, elbows facing forward, snap the belly, push it up to the sky, overhead tricep extension, your chin is neutral, elbows are facing forward. Here's your anterior view. Push it straight up to full elbow extension. Neck is neutral, all the way up, all the way down. Exhale. When you're done, mindfully come out of the exercise. You have 5 minutes, I guarantee you. So make sure you take real good care of yourself, okay? Because ultimately, as you take very good care of yourself, you're going to just thrive in so many different ways, okay? You deserve this 5-minute pause in your day to give back to your health.